Sue. Welcome to the Lenormand Lovers STL, where you can learn how to read Lenormand cards for yourself. They are my favorite oracle card. They're very, very intuitive and incredibly accurate. So this series of videos is going to help you learn how to combine two cards together. And that is the beginning of learning how to read them, read the story that's in them. So you should have originally watched the first video, which is Spirit Vocabulary, where we go through each card and assign a one-word descriptor to the card that resonates for you. I have my own list. You're going to want yours. This series of videos, there should be 36 here, is where we're going to go through the cards and combine them together. We'll start with the Rider card and combine Rider with each of the other 35 cards, coming up with a two-word combination for that match. We'll do that for each of the 36 cards. So if you've already watched this video for another one of the cards, you can just skip in 6 minutes or so and start right in the middle, and it'll address the card that was written on the very front of the video. So all right, we're going to get started with our two card combinations. I'm going to share my screen with you. All righty, what are Lenormand cards? Lenormand cards are named after Mademoiselle Lenormand, a French professional fortune teller of considerable fame who lived during Napoleon's time. Mademoiselle Lenormand is considered to be the greatest cartomancer of all time, highly influential during the wave of French cartomancy that began during the 18th century. She didn't create the cards, but became famous for using them to read for her clients, as will you become famous when you learn how to read the cards. The 36 card deck is simple. It's illustrated with fairly concrete literal meanings and is known as Petite Lenormand. As with all fortune-telling vehicles, these are to be used for fun and as a form of entertainment and are not to rule our lives. We are all born with free will that we need to exercise when making daily decisions. So why Lenormand cards? They're very straightforward. Each symbol represents an object, a person, an idea, and it speaks directly to each one of us. We use our own personal symbol vocabulary or spirit vocabulary to tell the story that shows up in the cards. There are only 36 cards that are anchored in simplicity, making the foundation work to prepare to read the Lenormand cards very easy to grasp. And the deck size is usually small, like a deck of playing cards, and easy to handle. So the benefits of reading Lenormand. Working with the Lenormand cards will strengthen your connection to your intuition. Being so easy to read, Lenormand cards will strengthen your confidence in your reading skills very quickly. They can show you the direction you're heading in any situation, and it's up to you to stay this course or to make changes. The cards serve as a messenger from your higher consciousness. And these cards are eerily accurate and can give you a glimpse of your future, helping you to prepare and manage your life. So here are some resources. There are many different books out there in the marketplace that can help you on your journey to master reading Lenormand cards. And I have chosen to use the following. The book I use is The Essential Lenormand by Rana George. The tools don't get any better than what Rana has listed here in the book. Each card gets 2 to 3 pages of very specific information. There's lots of different card spreads, and it's a wealth of information. So this is the book that I recommend for you. Now the card decks that I use 2. In the videos, I'm going to be using the Dreaming Way Lenormand. I just love these cards. The artwork is amazing, very easy to grasp, very, very pretty. The other deck, well, actually the deck that I learned on is the Blue Owl deck. Very specific back. These are pretty straightforward as well. Like that's a bouquet. Here's an anchor. Very, very straightforward but you can use whatever deck speaks to you. These are always available on Amazon, but you can also check with a local bookstore if you want to support business in your neighborhood. So I studied under a very talented teacher for several years, building my reading skills, and this led to my reading for the public in 2017. Choose what speaks to you from these videos and from the books, and leave the rest. There are no real hard and fast rules. Some decks come with extra cards that reflect a different view of the card. For example, I have a deck where there's 2 men and 2 women. One's a young man, an older man, a young woman, an older woman. One of the decks I have has multiple birds in it. Might be owls versus crows. So pick the card that speaks to you and then leave the other one out. You don't need to have 2 men and 2 women. It'll start getting really, really confusing. Oh, the other resource I'm going to tell you about, so when we did the spirit vocabulary, you came up with your 1-word combinations for letters. Not combination, spirit vocabulary. I have put together a whole spirit vocabulary PDF that I am happy to let you download. But I'm telling you, these are my 2-word combinations. So they may not speak to you. You have to have your own. But if your words happen to line up with mine, then you can use it. So anyway, that's down below. You can download that. Alrighty. So there are some previous videos on here, moving through each of the 36 cards. Building your spirit vocabulary is the foundation for reading these cards. There are no set rules, and practice, practice, practice is the key to your experience. So the 2-card combinations, they're read in pairs, coming together to create a prediction that tells the story or answers the question that was asked. Now, learning these 2 cards is just the foundation. From there, we'll add a 3rd card. From there, we'll spring to 5 cards, then to 7 cards, then a 9-card block, then many, many other different layouts, and finally the grand tableau. So there's all kinds of ways to read these cards, but it all hinges on you being able to read, when this card comes up next to this card, this is what it means for me. So the symbols will flow together to give clarity about the past and give a glimpse of the future. Combining cards helps us blend the story of the cards, stringing the cards together to make a coherent statement. So we're going to start by looking at the first card as the subject of the 2-card reading, and the second card as a description that modifies it, or a noun as the first card and the adjective as the second card. So just as a refresher, noun identifies a class of people, places, or things, and the adjective is a word or phrase that describes the noun to modify it. Alrighty, so we're getting ready to start. Alrighty. Don't forget to download your handouts and print out the handout for this exercise. Check your settings before you print, because this is a large 36-page document and you might want to print it double-sided. You can pause the recording and do that now. And then there are links below the video for the Lenormand card combination blank PDF. You'll only need to print this once, and you'll use it for each of the 36 videos. So how to use this handout. We're going to take 1 word that symbolizes the meaning of each card in the Lenormand deck that you came up with in the exercise of spirit vocabulary. You're going to put that into the printout next to the card it represents in the column marked 1. For example, if we start with writer, you'll list for writer what your word was. For me, it was messenger. So messenger goes in the column 1 all the way down. Then what we're going to do is marry up each of the other 35 cards. So we're going to take writer plus clover. We'll put in what clover means, so lucky, and then we combine them together. We have messenger and lucky. We have a lucky message coming our way. So this will give you your 2-word combinations for each of your cards. I'm going to stop sharing at this time and move on to a different handout. So we've done quite a few of these videos now on spirit vocabulary and two card combinations. So I just want to let you know we're going to start moving quicker through this. So in the previous videos, I've been typing in the two words as we go and then getting the blended meaning. Now I'm just going to insert the completed worksheet that has the two card meanings in it already. So we can go quicker because you know what? We want to move on so that you can learn how to do 3-card readings, 5-card readings, 7-card readings, portrait spreads, and finally the grand tableau. So I'm really excited that you're on this journey with me. So let's get started on the next one. In this video, we're going to talk about Crossroads, card number 22. I also often refer to this card as paths, like what path are you going to follow? So if I use them interchangeably, that's why I do that. So this is one of my favorite cards, and it's because I love options, getting to choose, which way I want to go. I always think of, there was an old card my mother gave me one time of this kid with, how the hobos tied everything in a stick, on a stick with a handkerchief. And they were looking up at this sign that had, your future, no longer an option. So I love having options. So we're going to talk about all the different options now with the other 35 cards. All right. So the writer is about news, a messenger, someone coming into your life. So I put news of options. This could be someone bringing you options, someone bringing you choices that you can make. Crossroads plus the clover, which is luck, so making a lucky decision. Matching it with the ship, which is about travel. This could possibly be multiple travel options. Could also maybe be a car trip. Then the next one is house. The house is your home. So this could be 2 homes. This could be a decision for the family. Your health and options. I put in a second opinion. With the clouds, which is confusion and uncertainty, not being able to see clearly which way to go. Snake is about danger and betrayal. So I said all choices have consequences, good and bad. So weigh them carefully to make sure that you're making good choices, not bad choices. So then we have the coffin, and that is ending. So the ending to your options. So no options available. Number 9 is the gift. So this could be walking in nature because the gift is a garden, or a positive outcome, or just great choices that are available for you. Number 10 is the scythe, and this is sudden or sharp. So I had a sudden accident, or I had a fast choice to be made. Then we have the birds, 11, the whip, which is arguments that are repeated. So I put arguing over choices. The birds is about talking or gossip. So I put multiple decisions regarding discussions for decisions. Children is number 13, the child. So new or small. So new choices or small choices. Number 14, the fox is a sneaky, manipulative thing or a job. So I put job-related decisions. It could be 2 different jobs. It could be multiple manipulative things going on. The bear is about diet, finance, business. So I put meal choices, financial decision. It could also be business choices, things to do in your business. 16 is the stars, which is wishes and dreams. So this is, following your path to your dreams. This could be multiple dreams, having to choose between option A or option B related to what you want in your life. The stork is about transition and change. So I put changes and choices, which all lead to transition. The dog, number 18, is your loyal friend. So loyal friend and options. You have two friends. You have multiple friends, different people that you can do things with. The tower is corporations, multi-level, could be isolation. So I put legal decisions, business decisions. Then we go on to the garden. The garden is gathering. So we have social calendars full. You have lots of options. So the mountain and the crossroads. So you have delays and choices. So I have choices down twice. That should be choices and delays. So delayed decision and no result. The mice is about stress and things diminishing. So I put strain over options. Then we have the heart, 24, which is about love. So you have options for love. So maybe you have more than two partners, or maybe you're cheating on someone, or if you're doing a reading about somebody else, it might be cheating on you. I would be suspect if these came up together. Ring, 25, it's about commitment. So again, multiple offers, multiple contracts. Maybe you're selling your house and you get more than one offer. The book is about secret knowledge or possibly school. So I had picking an option without all the facts. So you're making a choice, but you don't know everything yet. Or maybe you're trying to choose between which college or university to go to. So the letter is about written communication. So that's lots of correspondence, not necessarily a letter. Could be lots of text messages coming your way. Could be lots of emails, lots of social media posts. Now we have the man and choices. So we have a hesitant man, maybe an uncommitted man. He has lots of options. Then we have the woman, which could be an uncertain woman or an unsettled woman, or again, a woman who has lots of options. The lily is about maturity and tranquility. So I would say the decision, making the choice, brings peace. The sun is about success and happiness. So I would say a successful outcome, good choice. The moon is about emotions. So I have emotional choices. The key is about solutions. So I'm going to say that it was an important decision, an important choice, so important that it's your destiny. Fish is about abundance. So we could have trade options, plenty of choices, or it could be that you went fishing and maxed out how many fish you could catch. The anchor is about security. So I'd say that was a safe choice. Or it could be that the choice you need to make is all about your future security. And then the cross is about burden. Again, this is a difficult choice. And again, it could be about your destiny. So I know that was super fast, but I really want you to go back and to fill in your spirit vocabulary for each card combination. All of the forms you need are down below in the description part of the email. There's handouts for the assignment. I'm also offering you my free 2-card combination completed. However, remember that it's my spirit vocabulary, not yours. And if you really want to grasp how to do this, to read for yourself and others, you need to be able to look at each card and have your spirit vocabulary pop right into your mind as you tell the story that's in the cards. But those options are in the links down below. So I'm going to put together some more videos that show us how to read 3-card spreads, 5-card spreads, 7 cards, 9 cards, and then finally all 36 in the grand tableau. I love doing this. It's so much fun to put these together. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, send me an email at sue@piedpiperofpurpose.com. I won't analyze your reading, but I'll help you if you're stuck. And in the meantime, I am so proud of you that you're using your intuition to learn this craft and skill. This is a very old skill, and I just love it. And I'm really, really proud of you. So let me know if I can be of any help.